Hello family. Today on HR Diaries, we want to talk about the benefits of onboarding and retention, or the relationship between onboarding and retention in organization. First of all, let's look at onboarding. What do we mean by onboarding? Onboarding is a process where employees are being integrated into an organization. So the technical word would be that a new employee is being integrated into an organization where the culture, the vision, the mission of the organization, the thematic key areas of the organization is being introduced into the organization, into the employee, where the employee is being, nurtured, is being given the right processes in the organization. Now, what do we mean by retention? Retention is the process where an employee keeps long in the organization. So for, let's say, for a decade, for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years in the organization. Shout out to all employees who are able to stay about 10 years and above to all in the organization. Now, what is the benefit of this onboarding to retention in organization? As you already know, we'll give you 4 key benefits of these onboarding and its benefits in the organization in terms of retention. Number 1, the employee is able to know the culture of the organization. What do I mean by the culture? The employee knows the do's and the don'ts, and then how the company does things in the organization. So the employee is being given these information, and this information helps the employee to be able to assimilate everything that is in the organization and then do the right thing in the organization, and it helps the employee to keep long in the organization. So number 2 is that it helps in reporting channels. Now, once the employee is rightfully onboarded into the organization, the benefit to the organization is that this employee knows who to report to at the right time, and then who in order to be able to handle a task for him or her. Okay, so the benefits of these onboarding, rightful onboarding, and then to the retention of its effect is that once the person knows the right person to report to, it makes the person very happy and then stays long in the organization. Number 3, the benefits of a proper onboarding to an organization. This employee is able to work hard in order to achieve the short and long-term objective of the organization. If somebody is rightfully oriented into the organization, this employee makes sure that he works to be able to achieve the short and long-term objective of the organization, and that's rightfully help the person to stay long in the organization. Number 4, now there is increase in productivity. And this increase in productivity doesn't just come out of the blue, but then it comes because there is a proper onboarding, there is a proper factoring of the company activities and then the JD into the employee. Once employee is well onboarded into his or her JD, it makes the person very productive in order to be able, as I mentioned, to achieve the short and long-term objective of the organization and then increase productivity. The person is able to track his or her progress at every stage, and based on the tracking of the progress at every stage, it makes sure that productivity improves at every time. That is why it's very important that if you're an organization and then you don't properly onboard your new employees into the organization, it means that it will increase turnover in the organization. So in order to reduce turnover in the organization and increase retention in the organization, then I therefore urge every employer to make sure that you take key notes of your onboarding. If you don't have a proper HR, or if you have an HR, you have a very good HR in the organization, but you need an HR consultant in order to be able to help in the strategic processes of the organization, especially when it comes in terms of onboarding, don't hesitate to contact your true HR firm or HR consultancy firm, Dision HR Consult, and let's talk more. See you in our next episode.